Well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see you on board. How have you been? How are you doing over there? Now, listen, the rate at which we are hearing dissenting voices in Mount Kenya, especially those who are in the Kenya Kwanza government, is actually alarming. And it is alarming because it is appearing to be very peculiar. Now, the other time we were talking about some disgruntlement, which actually came as a result of who is telling the truth in Ruto's government. And at the same time, you note very well that it would be not appropriate for the government to hear their own trying to discredit any single gain that they are fronting before the people, yet that gain is not resonating well. So when a leader tries to go against it, it doesn't get palatable to the government. So right now, it has appeared that, Rigadhi Gachagua is taking it a notch higher and trying to reorganize Mount Kenya community, the gamer community. Like I've always reminded you very many times, I always tell you that Mount Kenya was said sometimes back to be that, Mlima Kenya huonekana kwa mbali. So everything that is happening in the Mount Kenya region politically, it has a ripple effect in the entire political landscape that we have in the nation. So when you see dissenting voices, especially those in government, it denotes something that can actually go deeper into destabilizing the way, the gamer community is aligned politically. So, the secret that is actually coming out right now is that, Rigadhi Gachagua has met a section of Mount Kenya leaders to discuss the way forward. And this way forward is targeting to dehorn Moses Kuria and also dehorning a given sect, that has come up to not agree with the ideology of Rigadhi Gachagua. And most of the times, that is why you are trying to hear Rigadhi Gachagua now coming on board to be very stern. He's very stern on how things are supposed to be done in Mount Kenya. He's also very stern on the messaging that is actually crisscrossing down the regions of the Mount Kenya community. So, first of all, he is organizing, a one faction to ensure that, Moses Kuria is tamed. And Moses Kuria can be tamed in two ways. First of all, he can be dismissed from the government, which of course can be a hill to be climbed. If he is not dismissed, then definitely the other way is to make him be derailed in any narrative that is developing. Yesterday, when Moses Kuria was in Mombasa County, actually launching the industrial park, a project, he also went ahead and attacked Rigadhi Gachagua. Now, the other time, when we were hearing Say the Truth, which of course was backed up by, the Kisii governor, Simba Arati, it was clearly indicating that there was a set line, there was a distinction that has been made, that if a narrative is coming on board and it is actually targeting to, pinch, Rigadhi Gachagua, it has been well fashioned. So Rigadhi Gachagua, on the other hand, is now coming with a countermeasure. Now, the countermeasure that he's coming with is only involving the people of Mount Kenya. So for his target is to derail Moses Kuria's influence in the Mount Kenya region. He believes that whatever Kuria is doing just to gain accolades. So he knows that if he checkmates him in the Mount Kenya region, he will be having no influence. But you see the way Kuria is strategizing to make sure that whatever he is trying to bring on board is hard. Kuria is now going the national way. And the advantage that he has right now is because, whenever he is launching these industrial parks, which of course is supposed to be in every county, he gets to meet people who might not be perfectly aligning with Rigadhi Gachagua's ideology. So the moment he sends narrative there, he is very assured that it will be borrowed well enough. He's very assured that it will sink deeply well enough. Right now, Kuria has identified that if there is anything that needs to be sent into the minds of the people, it be something that the opposition is resonating with well and trying to know exactly that we can accept whatever Kuria is telling us and we can move definitely well with it. So Kuria is having advantage of making his narratives within the national realm, but Rigadhi Gachagua is taking his strategy to handle Moses Kuria in Mount Kenya region. So which one is going to triumph? Which one is going to have more impact? The one which is going to have more impact definitely is the one for Moses Kuria. Perhaps if Rigadhi Gachagua could have aligned all Mount Kenya leaders to be, drinking from the same cup, we'll be talking about a different story. And at the same time, in the Mount Kenya region, due to the fact that we have not had somebody who has come out strongly enough to show them the way, to show them that this is the way Mount Kenya is supposed to go. Any attempt that Rigathi Gachagua will be fighting Moses Kuria in Mount Kenya steadily well, that everybody is seeing that there is a fight between these two gentlemen, Moses Kuria can decide to form his own rebel, movement. So for William Ruto, he will play the man in the middle aspect, okay? He will be the man in the middle. He will not be supporting Rigathi Gachagua per se on, his fight with Kuria. And at the same time, so he will be the man in the middle. You could be also trying to borrow the concept why, Rigathi Gachagua was trying to use Malala to send a message for all the affiliate parties in Kenya Kwanza, actually, to disintegrate and then join UDA. Their focus is all the affiliates, break their parties and actually join the UDA camp, which of course I don't see going to materialize. Yesterday we saw Malala giving an order to Mudavadi and Wetangula to follow their parties and join UDA camp. I don't see that going to be very possible. I don't see it materializing. So in this case, the fight in the Mount Kenya region, we're just waiting for a time that we will see somebody coming up steadily well. And I've repeated this very many times. We are not going to have Rigathi Gachagua accomplish a better mission that William Ruto can rely upon. I don't see him going to be very much instrumental in aligning Mount Kenya ideology to, match what William Ruto is expecting. Because he is appearing to be, a force, but this force is also forcing issues, okay? What you say, una force issues in the Mount Kenya community, the gamer community, which of course, I know if a serious select group emerges, he will not stand a chance to, go on being like what he always says, a man in uniform where his authority, he believes, is the final authority in the Mount Kenya region. This fight between Kuria and Gachagua is becoming interesting. And I think let's just watch. It's becoming more interesting and we'll follow it to the end. What do you see about this? What's your take about this? Let me see you next. Have a great time.